Yes, hi people, hi my people, how are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. By the way, let me ask you, what is the color of your vaginal discharge? Do you know the your vaginal discharge color has its own meaning? Your vaginal discharge means something. In this video, I'm going to teach you the meaning of your vaginal discharge color. Please watch this video until the end. Don't forget to like my video, to comment, and subscribe. Also, after subscribing, please turn on the notification bell so that you will be part of this family, and that's the way you can support me. Thank you. Let us look at what is the meaning of your vaginal discharge color. Girls, ladies, women, they receive different colors of vaginal discharge, but majority of you, they don't know the meaning of all these discharges. And you know that this vaginal discharge has different meanings. So please pay attention and I will show you the meaning of your vaginal discharge. And I start with number one, yellowish or green discharge. Yellowish or green vaginal discharge. So my sister, if you have been observing, or if you are observing a yellowish or a green discharge, this means that you have trichomoniasis. This means that you have trichomoniasis. And trichomoniasis, this is an STI. This is an STI. And an STI. And this trichomoniasis, it is a parasite. It is a parasite called Trichomonas vaginalis. Yeah, it is parasite, or it is caused by a parasite known as Trichomonas vaginalis. So, if you have been observing a yellowish or green vaginal discharge, you have to know that you are suffering from an STI. And STI means sexually transmitted infections, and you have to go for medical checkup. So, if you have been observing yellowish or greenish vaginal discharge, please go for a medical checkup because it is abnormal. Thank you. Let's go to number two. Number two, that is lead or pink. Lead or pink vaginal discharge. Now, if you have been observing the lead or pink vaginal discharge, this means that you are on your period. This means that, on your period. So, pink or lead vaginal discharge means that, number one, you are on your period. Number two, you are pregnant. Or number three, you have an injury. You have an injury inside your V. You have injury inside your V. So, if you are observing a pink or leadish, a lead or a pink vaginal discharge, and you are not on your mens, you are not on your menstruation period, please go for a medical checkup, because if you are not on your period, you are not pregnant, you might have an injury. So it is abnormal. And number three, let us look at white or clumpy discharge. White or clumpy discharge. And white or clumpy discharge, this means that you are suffering from yeast infection. This means that you have a yeast yeast infection. And this yeast infection, it is both in men and women, but it is rare in men. It is rare in men, but not an STI. It is not an STI. So yeast infection is not a sexually transmitted infection. So my sister, if you are observing, or you have been observing that you have white or crampy discharge, please go for a medical checkup. You might be having a yeast infection. And yeast infection, it is not good, most probably to pregnant women, and also to all ladies, even to you who are not pregnant, because if you are having this infection, you feel like itching, burning, and it is not normal. So you feel like itching, also some bad smell, also funny discharge from your face. So it is abnormal. So if you are observing a white or crampy discharge, please go for a medical checkup, because you might be having a yeast infection. And we are in number 4. Number 4, that is lead menstruation. Lead menstruation or lead when you discharge. So my sister, if you are having lead vaginal discharge, know that maybe you are on your menstruation or miscarriage. And listen here attentively. If you are pregnant and you are receiving lead vaginal discharge, please go for an emergency checkup, because you might be having a miscarriage. Although, what I am trying to say, lead vaginal discharge, this is only for a person who is of all lady who is receiving a menstruation period. But if you are receiving a period, or a person who is pregnant, but within 1 month, within less than 2 months. But if you are 4 months pregnant, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, and you are receiving lead vaginal discharge, please go for a checkup. You might be having a miscarriage. It is abnormal, right? So lead vaginal discharge means that you are on your menstruation period or miscarriage, right? And let's go to number 5. That is brown vaginal discharge. If you are having, or if you are observing a brown vaginal discharge, this means that you are at the end of your period, or you have infection, right? Yeah. Because also brown vaginal discharge is abnormal, but brown discharge occurs in 2 people. One, for a lady who has period. No, there was a period, but for a lady who is completing her period. Or for a lady who is suffering from infection. So, my sister, if you have been observing a brown vaginal discharge, and you are not on your days, you are are not on your period, please go for a medical checkup, because I am 100% sure that you might have all you are suffering from infection, right? Yeah, maybe urinary tract infection is abnormal. So go for a medical checkup if you are observing a brown vaginal discharge. And finally, number 6, that is the clear vaginal discharge. Clear vaginal discharge. And clear vaginal discharge, this is the normal discharge. And let me tell you this. If you are observing that you have a clear vaginal discharge, something like clear, like mucus, something like mucus, or like mucus membrane, or clear, clear vaginal discharge, know that is normal and you are healthy. Know that is normal and you are healthy. And that is how your V is supposed to be. And that is the color of the normal vaginal discharge. So my sister, if you have a clear vaginal discharge, know that you have to know that you are normal and you are healthy, eating well, and you are drinking water regularly, right? Also, if you have a clear mucus, and this clear mucus does not have a smell, and also it is a slightly acidic smell, know that you are healthy. Anyway, keep drinking water regularly. Right? Anyway, today we are looking at the meaning of your vaginal discharge. We have looked at 6. That is number 1, yellowish green. Yellowish green, that is an STI. The lead pink, that is you might be having a period, or an injury in your V, or you might be pregnant. Then number 3, I've said that is white clumpy discharge, and that is yeast infection, of which yeast infection is rare in men, but it is common in women. Go for medical checkup. I've said that number 4, that is lead menstruation. If you have been observing lead discharge, means that you are on your menstruation period. You are receiving a period, or you have miscarriaged. And number 5, that is brown vaginal discharge. If you have a brown vaginal discharge, please go for a medical checkup, because this occurs in two parties. It is for women who are completing their period, or a person who has an infection. So if you are not on your period, and if you are not completing your period, and you are observing brown vaginal discharge, is go for a medical checkup, go for a laboratory checkup, because you might be having an infection. And finally, that is the clear mucus discharge. Clear mucus discharge, that is the normal color of the vaginal discharge, means you are healthy, means you are normal. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. Bye. Let's meet in the next lesson. Love you all.